You're listening to the Gameday Tarps podcast with your hosts, Ryley, Dakota, Dallas, Daeden, Colton, and Wilbs.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome into episode 60 of the Gameday Tarps podcast, and we got Logan Stankoven joining us again ahead of the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And let's get right into the first round, man. What was that like for you in that atmosphere of playing in a first round over in Ryleywood?
It was awesome. I think just the atmosphere and how loud the fans are here in Raleigh. They're really supportive, and I enjoyed the first round a lot. Obviously, it's a good feeling to win that series too. I think your perspective changes if you don't make it out of the first round, but it was great.
Logan, I want to ask you about the transition from Dallas to Carolina. There's a lot of young guys on this Carolina team. Dallas had a lot of veterans, older players. What's it kind of been like transitioning?
It was tough at first, just being a younger guy. I was still considered a rookie this year, so I was just starting to get comfortable with my team and the city of Dallas there, and then everything kind of snowballed quickly, and I was shipped out. So I think all the guys here in Carolina did a really nice job of making the transition for me and Jankowski, who else, the other guy was traded, and made it easier for us to come in and step in and contribute right away. So I had about 5 or 6 guys text me right away as the trade went down and welcomed me to the team. So that was
One thing
nice.
I want to ask you about is
Go ahead.
Brendan and his coaching style. What is he like as a coach?
He's great. I love I just love his approach and how passionate he is. He does a good job of getting the guys fired up, and I think every game he's got something different to get us going and get your mindset in the right place. So he also has, obviously, his team tactics are really good too, and I like the style of play. So I'm enjoying playing under him so far.
Yeah, everyone kind of says he's a playoff coach and he likes to build his team for the playoffs. So I could definitely see that happening here.
Yeah, no, he's been great. So nothing but great things to say about him.
I was just gonna say you got a few WHL guys on your team there with Martinook and Jarvis. What's it kind of like having some WHL alumni kind of sticking around with you?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have some Western boys together on the same team, and I feel like you gel, pretty quickly with those guys. Obviously, a lot of similarities and past experiences, playing in the WHL, and both those guys I get along with really well. And Jarvie was kind of the one guy that I knew a little bit personally once I was traded. So him, Martinook. I think there's a few other guys that are Western Leaguers, so it's nice to have that.
Yeah, Logan, Jackson Blake, he played against you in the semifinals for the Americans back in Halifax, and he had that goal that was disallowed. Do you guys ever share any jokes about that game or that series or that tournament?
No, we haven't talked about that game, but growing up in spring hockey when I was younger, we played against each other quite a bit. He played for a team called the Minnesota Blades, and I played for a team out west. Usually it was BC Lightning, or it was the HPL team that we'd put together. And whenever we'd play them, he was always a top guy. So I'm not surprised to see him having success at this level now.
Start it.
Okay. All right, Logan. Let's look ahead to the next round here. Washington. Obviously, there's Ovi, there's Tom Wilson, Chikrin on the back end. How do you gear up for such a big, heavy team like that?
They're definitely going to be physical on us, even from playing them 2 games during the regular season. They try and play hard and whistle to whistle. So just got to keep your head up. You can't be scared to go into the corners, and sometimes you just got to take a hit to make a play. It's part of the game, and obviously, you don't want to be on the receiving end of some big hits, but it is what it is, and it's just part of the game.
Yeah, and let's talk penalty kill, because I saw last series Montreal kind of put a guy on Ovi, and that kind of took him away, and it made Strome and Chikrin kind of go backdoor, or Strome and Wilson go backdoor, and that kind of was taken away. So have you guys talked any penalty kill strategies?
Yeah, obviously you're really aware of where Ovi is on the ice, and our D coach is the one that runs our penalty kill for most part. Rod's in there a little bit as well, but the main thing they preach is like if you're gonna go to him, like make sure you're in the way of that puck, and he can get pucks off so quickly. Like even if you think your stick is there, like make sure it's in his kitchen and he can't get that puck off, because the goalies have a tough time reading it once he gets those one-timers off, or even just his quick snappers. So, we're not going to place a guy right on him. They're just the way we kill. It's really aggressive, kind of like how we play 5-on-5, but definitely, leaning a little bit more towards him, and know that the puck's going to be in his hands at some point.
Yeah, the guy's a pure goal scorer. That's all you can say.
Yeah.
Colton?
Speaking of scoring goals, you scored twice. How was that?
It was great. It's nice to get on the board. I think the hardest thing to do in this league, and even more so in playoffs, is just to score goals. It's hard to be a goal scorer in this league, but when they do come, when you do get those chances, and you do put them in the back of the net, it's a nice feeling. And it was nice to score at home as well in front of the crowd, and they were pretty fired up. So it was exciting.
Yeah, going back to that, Logan. Logan Thompson has a right-handed catching glove, and how are you gonna adjust to that? That was something that Montreal couldn't get by.
That's a good question. I think for me being a right-handed shooter, and the goalie being, like you said, southpaw, and he's not.
Oh, I like that southpaw.
Yeah. When he's catching with the other hand, personally, I like to go 5-hole if I get a chance in tight. There's a spot underneath, or between the stick blade of the goalie, the heel, and his pad, where it's really hard for goalies to get if you place it in that spot. So that's a benefit for being a right-handed shooter on goalies that are southpaws. But I guess when they do catch with their left hand, that spot isn't really open for us as a righty. So I think that's one benefit for us.
Yeah, it'll definitely take some getting used to, but you guys definitely have some snipers on that team. Find a way to beat them for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get traffic to the net as well, and try and get in his eyes, because he was really good for Washington in that first round against Montreal.
Yeah, it was solid. Are you gonna? I know you answered this on Chicklets, but you're not gonna mix it up with Tom Wilson, hey?
Not planning on it, but we know he's going to be physical, and he's going to be
No.
trying to run guys over. That's just his game. But as I was saying before, you just got to stand in there sometimes, and take the hit, and get back up. So obviously, if it's a dirty play, then we'll take exception to it. But for most part, he just tries to hit you clean. So I'm not planning on mixing up with him, but I'll definitely be in there to stand up for my teammates, and try and get a couple hits of my own.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, Logan, who's been the kind of player from the Canes that has surprised you the most coming over?
Guy that surprised me the most. That's a good question. I think in terms of like skill, I think like guys like Jackson Blake or Sebastian Aho. Those guys are just really fun to watch. Like when you're on the bench, great players to have on your team. They possess the puck so well, and their hockey IQ is really high. So it's fun to watch them do their thing. Even Jarvis, great shot. So those guys are guys that I love to watch, and hopefully I can get to their level soon and be a key contributor like them.
Colton, do you want to get to that little thing that I showed you before? All right, Logan. So
Yeah, let's do it.
I put something together before because I didn't want to just sit here and throw questions at you for 25 minutes straight. So we're gonna put you on the spot a little bit and see how well you know your teammates.
Okay.
I've got some pictures here, and I've like blacked out their faces, blacked out their numbers, so you can't like see who they are. But if you
Okay.
know their style, you know their style like well enough, you should be able to tell.
Okay.
So we'll go to number one first. Can you see
Number
that?
one. Ooh. He's wearing a Warrior helmet.
Yeah.
Are these pictures from like this season, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's got to be the only guy that wears a Warrior helmet on
totally.
our team is William Carrier. So I don't know.
Okay, this might not be from this season then. This definitely isn't from this season. That's my bad.
Oh boy.
Well, because I don't know
This
if
is a
they've worn
tough
those
one.
red jerseys, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
tough. That's a tough one because you're like,
Take it.
yeah, I don't. The only guy that wears a Warrior bucket
Give him the
is,
first
is
one.
William Carrier.
All right.
So.
All right. This one's Sebastian Aho. This one's Sebastian
Okay.
Aho. The rest of them
Okay.
should be from this season.
Okay.
This one here is number 2. This one should be pretty obvious.
Oh, that's Jarvie.
Yeah, that's Jarvie.
Yeah.
Bang on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's number 3. Let's go to this one.
Oh.
Ooh, is that Jacob Slavin?
No, it's not. The way he holds his gloves though, like the bent wrist is a big giveaway for me. It was a big giveaway.
Oh, Kotkaniemi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go to number 4.
I forget who this was.
I told you like 20 minutes ago.
I know. I
Is
remember.
that Chatfield?
Yeah, it is.
That's Chatty's my boy.
Damn.
Tongues
Chatty's
out?
one of my good buddies in the team.
Yeah,
That's
I remember
awesome.
the guys on Chicklets asking that question about him.
Yeah,
like,
that was
what a
that was
question.
funny. They were they were kind of grilling him for his teeth, but he's such a great dude. We get along really well. We actually just went for dinner last night too. So
Seems like a beard. I had to get like a huge circle because his beard comes down to here. So I was like,
Nice.
shit, if he sees the beard, it's gonna be a giveaway.
yeah, the beard right away. It's either Chatfield or Burns. So
Yeah. I guess let's go to number 5. Go to the last one here.
Okay.
What's Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Come on.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah, dude, that's you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking CCM helmet and Bauer gloves. I was like, that's got to be me then.
Little checks over stripes.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's
we
awesome.
talked about jerseys a little bit. Oh
Speaking
yeah,
of-
sorry, Colt. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's all I was gonna do, was do the jersey
Okay.
thing. Yeah. What's been like your favorite jersey so far to wear in the NHL? Favorite jersey?
Favorite jersey so far. Well, while I was in Dallas, I really liked the blackout jerseys with the lime green. Those were really cool, I thought. Um,
Oh,
I haven't really worn a whole lot of
yeah.
like special jerseys yet, but I really like the black ones here, where the ones we wear at home during all playoffs. They're pretty sharp. I like the black with the red. They're sweet. So I like Carolina's colors. They got nice jerseys. So I'm excited to wear their retro, the Whalers. That'd be cool.
Oh, oh.
We were talking. That's what we
yeah,
guessed. We were like,
gorgeous
I bet you he
jersey.
can't wait to wear
I'm
the
excited
Whalers.
to
I'll ask you this one. Team Canada is playing at the U18s right now in Frisco and Allen, right where you did at the U18s. And this brings up this one. Which Canada jersey is your favorite? Because they've definitely changed throughout the years.
Favorite one is the one that you have right behind you there.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that black one. That one's sharp for sure.
What are your thoughts on like the new ones with like just the maple leaf at the bottom, like the red and white, just the red and white ones?
I don't know if I've seen those yet, or maybe you'd probably have to show me a picture. But
The one that you wore, or the one that you wore in the gold medal when you won in 2023. They just have like the maple leaf at the bottom. I'll try and get a picture.
oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Those ones, they're solid. They're solid, but I don't know if they're a favorite of mine. But they're solid. I know what you're talking about. You're the ones, they're either red and then
Yeah.
there's the reverse with the white, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
not
those
my
aren't bad.
favorite. I like these ones a lot more.
Yeah, same. I love those. Those are my
But
favorite.
yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah.
Colton, you got anything else?
no, I don't think so. Not right now.
All right. Well, Logan, I got one more for you. One more.
Sounds good.
What's the biggest challenge you think Washington's going to pose to you guys next series?
I think their depth. I think they have four lines that can score, and then just their physicality. Like, yeah, they have some big boys, and I think they're definitely going to be looking to play that type of style, and I think they have four lines that can score and contribute and play good defense. They don't give you chances for free, so we're gonna have to work for our goals. That's for sure.
Definitely. Well, I think you guys are definitely built for the playoffs and built for this second round. And that's definitely it for us. Thank you again, Logan, for taking the time to jump on here. I know this was a little bit of a jumpy one, but that's all right. We got through it. We made it work. So, yeah.
That's all
Thanks
good.
for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. It's good to chat with you.